Hey users, I'm here in the rapid prototyping session and I wanted to share some mocks about how we're thinking about the project and team space within Storytel. So you can see here I'm actually pretending I'm working for NASA and I'm currently in the Spirit Rover project, and you can see my name down here. So this is kind of like the account section in the bottom left. So I'm going to click this and this UI pops up which shows my name, maybe account settings, the ability to log out, a button to go to my dashboard, which I'll go to in 1 second, and then some recent projects that I've viewed or been a part of. So you can see, because I work for NASA, we got a couple different rover projects here. So I'm currently in the Spirit Rover project, but I'd be able to click one of these and just quickly switch to a different project if I wanted. I'm going to click this green button here to go to my dashboard, and that's going to take me to a view of all of the projects that I'm a part of. So you can see same ones that were listed in that little UI that popped up earlier. We got a couple different rovers. You can see the different LLMs that we're using, as well as the popular tags for the smart chats that we're using. And then the third thing that's listed is the privacy access. So this one is only available to the Curiosity team and a couple of the profile pictures of those people. This next one, the Perseverance rover, is actually a private project because I'm the only one building the Perseverance rover, so that's just for me. You can see there's just one profile picture right there. And then for the Spirit rover here, you can see there's actually a ton, so we've listed a couple profile pictures and then potentially 267 more people in this project. This first one here is only for the Curiosity team, but you can see this one actually has NASA access level, which means the entire company would be able to access it. You also have some information about the project. So this one was created by me, and it was last edited 14 hours ago. And you could imagine that each one of these would have a different time depending on when they're edited. And you also have the ability to create a new project right here by just clicking this big plus, and then you'll be launched into the project creation flow. That is also accessible here on this smaller UI pop-up. You can see we have a new project link right here. So if you click this link or you click this plus, you'll be launched into this pop-up modal, which just asks you to name your new project. You can click create project after you give it a name, and then it will essentially launch you into the view, which I might not have on the screen. Let me see. I think it would look something like this, where it's kind of like a blank slate of choosing your LLMs and uploading any knowledge that you have, as well as authenticating with maybe like Google Drive or Zoom or Slack or something like that.
One thing I would just mention here, Ryan, we haven't mocked up yet, like how I might invite my colleagues into the project. We're thinking a lot like Google Drive does permissions for Google Docs, so I can have, maybe there's a project that I've set permission to, anybody with a link can view it, or maybe I've made it only anyone in my org with a certain email address can view it, things like that. It'd be great to get feedback from everybody watching this about how you would like that to work, but there would be some sort of way to invite people into the project as well. Who else has anything they want to share?
I've got a question for users, and Ryan, I think it relates to maybe the second screen you're on, but basically the project, the 4 boxes, with the project view. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious if folks would also, like, I love this, it's last edited so many hours ago. Would you want to know who was last chatting in it? Like, is that helpful information, or does that feel like surveillance, or is it like, oh yeah, great, they're engaged in this, or I know who the power users are of this smart chat, etc.
And while we're on that topic, we're just thinking about some things that we put in here, like the LLMs and the tags. We could really show anything in here. So what would you like to see in this view about functionality?
Mm-hmm. And does everyone have edit access? When you open up access, is there different kinds of access, just like for a Google Doc, where it's view only, or anyone can add, data sources to it, anyone can delete data from it? versus that, I mean, comment, view or edit functionality you have in Google Docs.
The last question here, you'll notice that we maintained this panel on the left side, which we call panel 1. And right now, there's some functionality that's not here. The functionality, for example, that's missing is My Knowledge. And maybe, Ryan, you can go to a different view of panel 1 that has My Knowledge in it. We're thinking about knowledge right now as being project specific, right? So would you want some sort of a repository of knowledge that's not constrained to that project, but is across all projects? So be great to understand. Same thing with Tag Manager. Do you want to be able to see all the tags across all the projects, or do you like them to be project specific? Be great to understand that better as well.
Great.
Awesome. Thanks so much.